Hey guys, welcome back again to the channel for a new video. And today I thought I'd cover a slightly different project to what I normally cover, and that is Vechain. So Vechain, its market cap it's nowhere near as big as like the big ones. It's like 39th in rankings in terms of market capitalization, with a 3.42 billion market cap as per time recording of this video. So I want to do a talk on this, and especially because I've been primarily doing content on bigger cap tokens that I like in the top 10, it's kind of good to kind of do one that's still pretty big but not massive, and where I think it's going to go. So I do actually own some Vechain. I put £250 in at the start of November. So this token I do feel like it can return to previous all-time highs, but I just wanted to show you some interesting data which I've been following and how the markets have responded to it. So obviously right here you saw just after the US election we went on a massive run until I think it was like the 3rd or 4th of December. And if you cross references to the Bitcoin dominance chart, which I know I keep going on about, you'll see that Bitcoin dominance came to like its lowest at the start of December, and this was around the time when lots of altcoins kind of hit went parabolic and hit a top. So I think at the moment, because of Bitcoin dominance has been on the rise, it's close to that 60% mark. I believe it will come down soon, and when it does come down, I believe it will be quite an aggressive move, and that's going to fuel the next leg up in the altcoin season. But I feel like 60% would be quite a good psychological resistance number, so I could see it maybe etching up ever so slightly. We've got the Fed meeting later on today. The expectation is no interest rate hikes or cuts, and maybe like 2 interest rate cuts next year. However, Donald Trump has been banging on about he feels like we do need interest rate cuts to help fuel the economy, and I do know Jerome Powell works independently to what Donald Trump says, but you never know, he could have been having some conversations, pulling some strings behind the scenes, and who knows, even though there's a 99% chance currently as per Polymarket that Donald Trump won't, that the interest rates won't be cut, you never know, we could have a surprise shock, and that would actually fuel the market essentially, and we will see some relief that we have been lacking the last couple of weeks. But yeah, I just thought this was really interesting, and I could even overlay this data to all time. So back in 2021 we had quite a big run for Vechain. If I go to the all-time chart, so we're quite a big run. We had a run early at the early part of the year, and Bitcoin dominance literally started crashing around that. So March 2021, as you can see here, 60% came all the way down to 50%, then went even further down to 40%, literally in a matter of 2 months. Look at this data here. Obviously in 2020 I had a massive leg up, and it was fueled by Bitcoin dominance crashing and more liquidity coming to these altcoins. And just like this little move here, which zooming out doesn't look as big, but on the yearly it's massive. That's fueled by Bitcoin dominance coming down. So I think if Bitcoin dominance crashes down to the 45% mark, I could see Vechain possibly returning to its previous all-time high, or even breaking it. The community sentiment right now is 90% bullish, and that's a good thing about some of these smaller cap tokens, is that if you put money in, they can do net you like a 20-30x return. That's perfectly possible. I do think Vechain could hit 75 cents this cycle, which currently would be like a 15 to 20x, which is a very good return on the investment. Whilst coins like Cardano, I'm expecting like a 5x, Ethereum maybe a 4x, Bitcoin from here probably not even 2x, maybe like 50% gain. So yeah, I've been stocking up on some of these other tokens like Vechain, and I do think the fact it survived all this time and had an epic run last time round, has come down but has bounced back up a lot. And what's key as well is that there's some tokens that haven't actually returned to their March local high. So you've got some tokens that peaked in March and are actually lower now than they were in March, but this token has actually blasted past that local top in March, came down quite a lot, had a run up which surpasses this move here, and that's kind of similar to this level here. At the start of 2021 we had a dip ever so slightly there, and then we had a massive run. So I do think we are on the cusp of the next move to the upside. Lots of choppiness in the market right now. The sentiment, lots of retail money, so your average Joe Blogs who puts some money in after his 9-to-5 job, maybe has like a bit of extra money each month. These types of people are starting to lose hope, and the sentiment is getting more and more bearish per the day. But I'm not overall the sentiment, I'm actually bullish, because you find whatever the opposite to what the majority thing is the thing that tends to happen. So I think if you have a few more people exiting their positions in the short term, that could be when the market maker thinks actually now is the time for the next leg up to get retail money interested again, for them to buy the top. So I do see this coin having a lot of potential. I would say a price target 75 to 80 cents, maybe a bearish case scenario 40 to 50 cents. Anything's possible, especially if there's a blow off top, and you find the blow off top will have like the craziest gains before an epic crash. And it also depends what the whole market sentiment is. If Bitcoin continues to rally, let's say Bitcoin goes to 150k, money starts flowing into Ethereum, that's a good sign that altcoin season is on. More amounts of money will flow to these type of altcoins. And if ETFs start getting filed for some of these tokens as well, which some of them have been hinted at for XRP, HBAR, US-based cryptos, 0% tax, you never know, towards the end of the bull run you could see the narrative flip for ETF products being approved for coins such as Vechain, and that would make the token be accessed to so many more people, which means more money and more upside potential. So yeah, I wanted to do a brief video on this token today. I own a bit of it. It's not my largest position, but it's something I do believe can do well, and I thought I stockpiled on it at the start of November, and looking back it was quite a good time to get into the market because that's just before the US election. The market sentiment for this coin is actually pretty bullish right now. So yeah, that's my thoughts. If anyone got any coins or any questions to do with this token, or even just any question in general to do with general finance, I'm happy to make a video on it, reply to your comment, just anything like that. I've noticed the last couple of videos I've done better talking about individual tokens as opposed to just talking about a market overview, so I'll probably stick to making these types of videos. But I'm happy to also make videos talking about stocks as well. But yeah, one thing to look out for today is the Fed meeting, and I reckon we'll have an explosive move, extreme volatility expected within the next 24 hours. I don't think we'll continue to go sideways. Either we'll have a bit of a move down, or if anything we'll have relief because the market will actually be thinking, actually this wasn't as bad as expected. Lots of information could have already been priced in at this moment in time when we had a bit of a pullback in December when they announced interest rates to stop for the time being. So you never know, this could all just be temporary, and we could be looking back in more time thinking, actually yeah, this was the moment. And also past market data as well, which I do like to go back to because it has actually been pretty accurate with November 2020 aligning to November 2024. If anything is to go off, it was like literally right at the end of January to like March, April, May, we had a massive run in 2021. So who knows, this might literally be the last shakeout before we see some of the next momentous gains. Even if we do have another 10, 15, 20% dip even, it could literally be the last shakeout before we go on an explosive leg up that melt everyone's faces, and everyone will be looking back thinking, damn, I should have just held on a bit longer, what made me to sell? So yeah, that's what I've got to say about this token, and if you've enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like, leave a comment. Anything's much appreciated. It's a pretty new channel. I want to kind of become consistent. I want to make gradual improvements to this content over time, and it's a project of mine. It's a goal of mine to make something of this channel. So yeah, if you've got any questions, please be sure to leave a comment, and thank you guys for watching. Peace out.